OverDose vapes. Keep your coils tight. Keep your wicks wet. If you're looking for new flavors, all about the clouds, bro. Filling up a clear road, we're dripping on the sub-ohm. Reviews for the juice while Trevor Josh posts viewed on YouTube. And prepare for overdose.
So a little hardware today, huh, Travis?
We do. Innokin has been so cool to us. They've sent us out quite a bit of stuff, and we've been really happy with quite a bit of it. And they tend to skew a little bit more towards like the beginner side of vaping. Not 100%, but they do have a lot of good products for beginners. The product that we have today is kind of like in this middle ground where it's not quite for beginners, but we've had some issues with it when you're using it for like a little bit more advanced vaping as well. But we'll get into that.
We will get into that.
It's a pretty neat looking little fucker though, so maybe we should go up close, do the up close shots, and then we'll get into our problems, and our pros and our cons.
Yeah, the aesthetics are easily the best thing about it. So peep game.
It's got a little round screen. It's fucking badass. All right. Okay, so here we are looking at the Hunter up close. There's your screen right here. It's got the little round porthole screen with your menu and everything on it there. Probably one of the coolest features of this mod, to be totally honest. You got a little clip here, so if you want to clip it to something, like your backpack or something when you're out and about, you could do that. Here on the front, you see you got a nice little, kind of trigger style button, fire button there, metal and metal up and down buttons to navigate your menu, adjust wattage and whatnot. It's got a cool shape to it, fits really well in the hand. It's got a nice little feel to it. Put your thumb up here. On the back, it's got the this grip section here. It's like a hard plastic, rubber kind of material. Feels really nice in the hand. I'd be a little happier if it was just straight, like a bouncy kind of rubber, so that if you dropped it, get a little bit more cushion. But it is nice the way it is, so no complaints really. Has these little divots in it in the front there. Has a spring-loaded 510, which is great. Always nice to have a spring-loaded 510. Make sure your devices fit down there and fire every time. I've had no problems with this putting anything on it. I've used it with a half dozen different addies, so no problems there. It does take an 18650 battery here in the bottom. You just unscrew this and you pop your battery in and out. So we'll go ahead and pop a battery in there. And then I will throw an addy on it and let you see the startup menu here. So all you gotta do is hit the button 3 times. It's gonna turn on your device. So we'll go ahead and throw a atomizer on it. And when you do that, it's gonna pop up and ask you if it's the same or if it's a temperature control device or if it's a wattage device. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on wattage there. Hit the fire button. It's going to bring up your resistance, whatever wattage you have it set to, etc. I have this is a 0.71 single coil, and I have it at 36 watts. And as you can see, it just fires.
Yeah, that screen is where it's at. Oh, where the fuck am I? You can't see shit.
No, you can see it, yeah. That screen's badass.
Yeah, dope.
All right, we're back.
How about it? Yeah, I love the look, love the feel. It feels rugged. I do wish the little plastic piece was rubber and not plastic. But it does feel rugged. The aesthetics are great. It feels great. It looks great. And that's about where it ends for me.
Yeah, it takes an 18650. It's some of the other products, the ones that I really like from Innokin, have the built-in batteries. I think that's where they shine, is if they have their own built-in batteries, because that's kind of what makes this inaccessible to a newbie, is that you have to buy 18650s, you have to have a charger. What a good product for a newbie is something that you can just plug in with like a fucking cell phone charger and
go for days.
Go for days, yeah.
And with this, you're just using that 18650. Even with the 18650, this fucker drops. If you're anything above 50 watts, it's gonna drop like nothing you've ever seen. It's the truth.
And it's, you know, it's a big problem because it says 75 watts. That's what it's capable of doing. It's 75 watts. It's got the Aethon chip in it, Aethon, or however you pronounce it.
Yeah.
And it runs on one 18650, like Josh was saying. And the problem is if you put it up to 75 watts at like a 0.2 ohm coil, or you know 0.15, 0.2 coil, you might get 2 or 3 hits off of it, and then it's going to say your battery's dead. And
Yep.
so then you can fucking lower the wattage to 60, and you'll get a few more hits, and then it's going to say your battery's dead. So then you have to keep basically dialing it down until you're at like 30, 40 watts, because it just can't handle those low ohm builds at higher wattages. For some reason, it just drains the fucking batteries like crazy.
Yeah. Too quick. Way too quick. Sometimes you go up to 75 watts with a full fucking battery, and it'll just say it's empty because it doesn't want to fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like he said, you take the fucking wattage down, and maybe it'll fire, but it'll look like it's half empty, or it'll look like it's full for fucking 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden it's 3/4 empty. Like, I mean, the shit's all over the place. It's a no-go for me. I wouldn't buy it. I do love the aesthetics, the screen, but that doesn't get you by.
And I don't know if it's like a glitch in the software for the chip, or what, or if it's like a built-in safety feature. I'm just not sure what like why it is the way that it is.
Yeah.
Because the only time I've ever had it, okay, like it's good for like a sub-ohm tank at 0.5, you know, or something like what I have right now. I have a 0.6 ohm, which I never rock. So 0.6 ohm micro coil, single coil at 30 watts. That has lasted me for like the last 3 hours. Because I wanted to see if, you know, if at 30 watts and at above 0.5, if it would work. And it does work really well for those specs. But anything lower than that and anything higher wattage than that, it just doesn't work right. I mean, that's the problem with it. It just doesn't work right.
And I just have a problem if you got to chase a fucking vape, it's not good enough.
You have to fucking change batteries all the time.
Yeah, and you got to chase the vape, like you got to build down or up to it or whatever. You should just be able to go, man. And maybe they shouldn't label them as 75 watts. Maybe they should call them 60s. I mean, you should only call them what you can get away with and what you can do, you know, through a whole battery, like straight up. Other than that, I love it. I mean, I love the screen. The screen is dope. It's probably one of my favorite screens that I've ever had on a mod. I mean, it's cool. It's circular. It gives you all the fucking info you need in a nice, compact, cool-looking space. Yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as the mod, I'm not in love. I'm gonna give it overall a 2.
Yeah. The what you just said is so true. If you're marketing it as a 75 watt device, when you put a battery in, it should go for 75 watts the entire life of that battery.
Yep.
100%. I mean, you shouldn't have to be dialing down your wattage, man. That's just crazy.
Or call it a 50 watt. I mean, call
it a 50 watt, and then because then you can reliably and also don't have the fucking the ohm load be so low. Like, say that you can only have a 0.3 ohm coil and you can only rock 50 watts, because that's reasonably what this thing can do.
And then maybe you can go, you know, 2 batteries all day, but the way it is, I can't even barely get through a review with 1 fucking battery. That's crazy.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
And you know what? The sad thing is that this thing, the only time this thing works the way I want it to is in temperature control.
Okay.
In temperature control mode, dual coil temperature stainless steel, right? I can have it at fucking damn near 600 degrees, max wattage, and it will last me all day. And so it just feels like maybe it's built for temp control, but there's just not that big of a market for temp control, and a lot of people are buying this to rock 75 watts.
Yeah.
Dripper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just it's not good for that.
I'm not a big temp control guy, so I can't really speak to that. Maybe that's where it shines.
That's definitely where it shines.
But I can't speak to that. So.
And a lot of people can. You know, like, leave a comment below if you're buying devices to use for temp control, because
strictly
for temp control. Because my guess is not very many people are. You know, I like temp control, but it's not my main my main vape. I don't mainly use temp control.
Right.
So
So it's, you know, it's a no-go for me too. I wouldn't buy this. I do really like the aesthetics of it, but I wouldn't buy it. If you're super into temp control, the Athon chip is really great at doing temp control. So I'll give it a 2, because there are some redeeming qualities, just not for me.
Right. Won't bad is.
That's it.
Straight from the mouths of babes.
That's it. And we appreciate Innokin, because, you know, they do put out some quality shit, man. And for the most part, we've been really happy with the stuff that they sent, like the Disruptor, and even the Easy TC. I thought was a really cool product. But the Hunter's just a miss. It's unfortunately.
Yeah, and you're right. I think that they really shine when they have their own internal battery. Something with their chip. It just doesn't play well with 18650s.
And it's not like I've only used one kind of 18650. I've used a bunch of different kinds. You know, everything from the LGs to the Samsungs and Sony. Yeah. It's not like a battery specific issue. It's an issue with the chip. So. And
if they put an internal battery in this Hunter fucking case, I might even grab one, because I do really like the aesthetic and the feel, and it's hefty. It feels good. It feels rugged. You take it camping or something.
Yeah.
You know, I do like that part. But you just need a better battery.
Totally. So we do have a little giveaway. Boom. We have another Axiom tank. You guys might remember. If you don't know, go watch our review of the Axiom. This is a great sub-ohm tank.
It is a good little sub-ohm tank.
It really is, man. The flavor on this thing is banging. And the person who won the last one, they love it and they still use it. So.
Yep.
So maybe leave a comment below. Not maybe. Leave a comment below and a like the video. Leave a comment, and we're gonna on our next because we have some more Innokin products, and so on our next Innokin video, we will announce the winner of the Axiom tank.
Yeah, buddy boy.
What do we have next? I think next we have the Smart Box to do. Then we also have the Chroma that's coming in, and the Pebble, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah, that Pebble look dainty, bro. I like it.
The Pebble looks dope, dude. And it's 50 watts, so maybe they're learning their lesson on that one. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd love it if it would rock a real fitty.
Yeah, we'll see.
Cool.
See. All right.
So, yeah, leave a comment, and keep your eye out for the next Innokin video. And we'll tell you who won.
Yeah. Yep. Make sure to smash that like button, because you know what? We know you guys like these damn videos.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Innokin, so much for sending this out. We really do appreciate it. And thank you guys for watching. Keep your clothes tight.
Keep them wicks wet, baby.
Do it.